Have you ever wondered why, sometimes for no apparent reason, sleep abandons you between 3 and 5 in the morning? Suddenly, your eyes snap open, and all attempts to fall back asleep are in vain. What if it's not just a coincidence? In Buddhist tradition, this time is known as the sacred hour, a period when the universe unveils its secrets, when spiritual energy reaches its peak, and when the chosen awaken to something greater. This is not just a matter of biological clocks. In Buddhist philosophy, it is believed that during these early morning hours, the boundary between the material and spiritual worlds becomes particularly transparent. Monks, sages, and ancient spiritual practitioners have long used this time for deep meditation, prayers, and achieving harmony with the universe. If you find yourself waking up during these hours, it may not be accidental, but a spiritual call, a sign that you are being guided on a higher path of development. However, here's the catch. Most people simply ignore this sign. They turn over, automatically reach for their phone, or desperately try to fall back asleep, thereby missing one of the most powerful opportunities life can offer. What secret does this time hold, and what happens if you heed this call? What needs to be done during the hours of awakening between 3 and 5 in the morning? There are effective methods that can transform your life. It's about using the morning hours to unlock your inner potential and attract positive energy. These practices are based on the wisdom of Buddhist teachings and ancient spiritual traditions. Implementing these steps into your morning routine can lead to significant changes, accelerating the realization of desires, sharpening intuition, and strengthening the connection with the universe. The first step is to immerse yourself in silence and mindful breathing. Upon waking up during this period, it is important to refrain from using your phone and avoid any distractions. This is a moment when the mind is in a state of greatest clarity, free from everyday hustle and bustle. After waking up, simply sit in silence. In Buddhism, this time is considered ideal for establishing a connection with your true self. A deep inhale and a slow exhale allow you to feel the movement of air inside your body. This simple act of mindful breathing can transform a person's energetic state. Followers of Buddhism believe that at this moment, a connection is made to the natural rhythms of the universe, where breath acts as a link to life itself. Observing the breath calms the mind, reduces stress levels, and promotes entry into a deep meditative state. However, the real magic begins when a person plunges into silence during this sacred hour, opening themselves to the flow of divine. Revelations. Have you ever wondered how innovative ideas, solutions to complex problems, or even deep insights seem to arise from nowhere in the stillness of the night? In Buddhist philosophy, this time is considered a period of peak activity of the higher consciousness. In ancient monasteries, monks awakened at dawn specifically for meditative practices, convinced that at this time energy is so calm and pure that 1 minute of meditation is equivalent to an entire hour of daytime practice. Surprisingly, modern scientific research confirms this ancient wisdom. Experiments show that meditation in the early morning hours has a beneficial effect on brain function, reduces anxiety levels, and even helps to reframe negative thoughts. Therefore, if you happen to wake up at 3 a.m., do not rush to turn over and try to fall back asleep. Instead, take a moment to sit in silence, focus on your breath, and allow the universe to share its secrets with you. Perhaps at this moment, you will. Find the answer to the question you have been seeking for a long time. Secondly, it is necessary to cultivate a sense of deep gratitude and affirm positive attitudes. Now that the mind is free from unnecessary thoughts, the moment has come for powerful action, expressing gratitude. However, this is not about a formal display of politeness, but about sincerely speaking words of gratitude aloud. In Buddhist philosophy, gratitude is considered one of the most powerful energies capable of resonating with high vibrations. It is a link between a person and the universe of abundance, happiness, and inner peace. In the early morning hours, when consciousness is just awakening, the subconscious is in a state of heightened receptivity. This means that any words addressed to yourself during this period are capable of deeply penetrating the structure of reality. That is why Buddhist monks begin their day by expressing gratitude to the universe before embarking on any other activities. It is worth trying this practice. Folding your hands together in a gesture of reverence, take a deep breath and say in a quiet voice, "I am grateful for this life. I am grateful for this moment. I am grateful for all that is unfolding in my destiny in the best possible way." This simple, at first glance, practice has an amazing power to reprogram the mind. Regularly starting the day with gratitude, a person gradually stops focusing on shortcomings and begins to attract more of what they value into their life. But you can go even further by complementing gratitude with positive affirmations. After expressing gratitude, powerful statements filled with faith in one's own strength and success should be spoken aloud. For example, talk about yourself. "I am strong. My energy attracts abundance." Saying these words between 3 and 5 in the morning allows you to program the subconscious mind at the moment of its maximum openness, as if planting seeds in fertile soil. Buddhist. Monks believe that positive affirmations spoken during this sacred hour are able to change karma, tune a person to a wave of success, and create a life filled with harmony and prosperity. Thirdly, it is recommended to drink warm water, accompanying this process with the setting of an intention. At first glance, drinking warm water may seem like an insignificant detail, but in the Buddhist tradition, this simple act is endowed with sacred meaning. It is seen as a ritual that promotes cleansing of the body, harmonizing the energy balance, and creating a favorable foundation for further actions. Imagine this picture. You wake up between 3 and 5 in the morning when the world is still immersed in silence and your mind is clear and free from extraneous thoughts. After a few minutes spent in silence and focusing on your breathing, you express gratitude for the new day. Now is the time for internal reinforcement. Buddhist monks begin their day by drinking warm water, not cold, and not hot, but warm. Why? Warm water gently awakens the body, promotes the elimination of toxins, and opens energy channels. This is a kind of internal reboot, allowing you to cleanse the body of everything that was processed during the night. But the most interesting thing happens when drinking water. This is not just a mechanical action, but a conscious process of setting an intention. Before taking the first sip, it is recommended to pause for a moment, take the glass in your hands, and close your eyes. Then you should think about something that you want to bring into your life, be it peace, health, clarity, or success. It is not necessary to choose something grandiose, just something personally meaningful to you. Taking slow sips, visualize how this intention penetrates into every cell of your body, cleansing energy and preparing you for the day ahead. This practice is rooted in Buddhist philosophy, where water symbolizes purity, wisdom, and transformation. Just as water nourishes plants and eventually forms mountain ranges, it has the power to shape your reality if used with conscious intention. However, let's delve into the topic. In Ayurveda, an ancient science of health closely intertwined with Buddhist traditions, warm water is revered as one of the most effective means of healing. It is believed to promote the elimination of harmful substances from the body. At night, while we rest, the body is actively engaged in cleansing. Drinking warm water immediately after waking up helps to remove accumulated waste and heal internal organs. In addition, warm water has a beneficial effect on digestion. Unlike cold water, which can cause stress to the body, warm water gently stimulates the digestive process, facilitating the processing of food and the absorption of necessary elements. No less important is the fact that warm water helps to improve blood circulation. In Buddhist philosophy, energy is likened to a stream of water. When this flow is disrupted, problems arise on the physical, emotional, and spiritual levels. Warm water helps to open energy channels, ensuring the free movement of energy throughout the body. Finally, drinking warm water increases awareness. By focusing on the drinking process, a person slows down, feels the present, and establishes a connection with their body. This becomes not just quenching thirst, but a kind of meditation. It is important to note that the choice of dishes also matters. Buddhist monks often use ceramic or copper bowls, as these materials are believed to enhance the energy of water. For those who seek to deepen their practice, it is recommended to use a special bowl intended exclusively for the morning ritual, which will be associated with something sacred. Step outside and feel the surge of energy of the coming day. The most effective way to use the time between 3 and 5 in the morning is to go outside. This may seem elementary, however, according to Buddhist philosophy, morning energy has unique properties. It is characterized by purity, innocence, and enormous spiritual potential. Monks believe that during these sacred hours, the universe is in absolute stillness, creating ideal conditions for harmonizing personal energy with the energy of the surrounding world. Imagine a scene. You step outside, and the world pauses in anticipation. Nothing distracts you. No hustle, no bustle, no intrusive notifications. The air is fresh, cool, and pristine, carrying the promise of new beginnings. Buddhist teachings say that the morning air is saturated with vital energy, known as prana or qi. By deeply inhaling this air, one not only fills their lungs with oxygen, but also absorbs the pure energy of the universe. This is why monks wake up before sunrise and practice breathing exercises and meditation in the open air, to restore their strength and connect with nature in its pristine form. When the sky is clear and unobstructed, it is worth taking the time to contemplate the stars. In numerous Buddhist teachings, celestial bodies appear as messengers of wisdom, guiding those who are ready to receive it. There is an ancient belief that the morning breeze carries whispers from the universe itself, and if you stand still and listen, you can hear answers to questions you never knew you had. The silence of the surrounding world allows you to hear what your heart has long been trying to convey. However, the benefits extend beyond spiritual enrichment. Scientific research confirms what Buddhist monks discovered centuries ago. Spending time in the fresh morning air helps reset our biological clock. The circadian rhythm, which regulates sleep-wake cycles, is significantly influenced by light and fresh air. By going outside at dawn, even for a few minutes, we signal to our bodies that it is time to wake up and energize. This means that throughout the day, we will feel a surge of natural energy without resorting to caffeine or artificial stimulants. There is also a phenomenon known as the grounding effect. When a person comes into contact with the earth with bare feet, they absorb negatively charged ions. These ions are believed to help neutralize stress, harmonize emotional states, and even reduce inflammation in the body. In spiritual practices, monks often take barefoot walks in the morning hours, believing that it strengthens their connection with the earth and promotes greater spiritual awareness. So, what should you do when you find yourself in nature at this special time? No special actions are required. Simply stand, breathe deeply, and absorb the surrounding atmosphere. If you wish, you can say a quiet prayer, express gratitude, or simply enjoy the silence. If you make this a regular practice, you may notice amazing changes over time. Intuition will become sharper, the mind clearer, and you will feel a sense of peace and presence throughout the day. Unfortunately, many people miss the opportunity to harness this sacred time, not realizing its potential power. However, not everyone wakes up at this hour by chance. So, the next time it happens, do not rush back to sleep. Instead, go outside and allow the universe to enter into a dialogue. Therefore, waking up between the hours of 3 and 5 in the morning is not a mere coincidence, but a signal calling us to turn to age-old knowledge and our own inner power. By embracing these 4 transformative practices, one gains the opportunity to find harmony and clarity. First, find peace in quiet meditation, delving into the depths of your consciousness. Second, uplift your spirit by filling it with gratitude and positive affirmations, like sunlight dispelling the clouds. Third, cleanse your body with warm water, accompanying this process with the power of intention, washing away everything superfluous and unnecessary. And finally, fourth, reconnect with nature by going outside and feeling the connection with all living things. These actions lay the foundation for a day filled with clarity of thought, energy, and inner balance. These are not just mundane tasks, but a true ritual capable of transforming quiet morning moments into a starting point for deep personal transformation and spiritual awakening. Imagine starting the day with a clear mind, a body filled with vitality, and a heart overflowing with gratitude. A day when any difficulties are seen as new opportunities and every moment is permeated with potential. This is a chance to experience the ripple effect of positive energy that can transform not only your morning, but your entire life.